don't think our moms are teaching us how to get men that we are attracted to and how to keep them. And I think that that is a huge issue. Like, what did your mothers teach you about dating?
I feel like, in my perspective, I grew up with a single dad who raised me. Okay. And I think that is part of the reason why I am in a good relationship and why I kind of know that there are roles in a relationship, and I'm more on the traditional side. And I think that's why I've been able to secure someone who has a really good job, someone who takes care of me, someone who is all about me, you know what I mean? And I do think that I was taught at a young age by my single dad how to be a good girlfriend, because he was maybe so bitter about my mom. So I do understand kind of where you're coming from. I just was trying to say maybe it was a broad statement at first.
Yeah, I made a general statement. Like, here's the thing. What's the definition of a functional relationship? The definition of a functional relationship is one where both of your needs are getting met. I'm not hearing a lot of that from you guys. And that's, so if it's not functional, I mean, you could call it neutral, or you could say, like, and you could argue that it might be dysfunctional. But you guys are all very young. Like, you said you're 20, you said you're 18. Like, I don't expect y'all to know it. But if you guys don't figure out how men are, like, you're gonna get, like, ran up on hard, and then you're gonna have, like, this darkness in your heart, and you're just gonna...
Hey guys, let's talk about single motherhood. It's becoming more common. But did you know it can have some troubling consequences for child development? According to the US Census, over 2 million kids in America live with their mother, but not their dad, and research shows that this situation can have some serious negative effects on their well-being. Studies have found that children from single mother households are more likely to have behavioral, emotional, and social problems, and they often have lower grades and lower test scores. They report less happiness and higher levels of depression too. Yikes. Turns out, having both a mother and a dad around can really make a difference in a child's life. Why? Well, it turns out that fathers provide some unique benefits that mothers just can't replicate. Positive interactions, mentorship, and instilling certain values and coping skills are just a few of the things dads bring to the table. And when dads aren't around, daughters are more likely to get pregnant as teens, while sons have a higher risk of getting into trouble with drugs, violence, and even jail time. Single mothers tend to be more overprotective, permissive, and less focused on teaching independence, which can lead to kids feeling entitled and not being able to handle setbacks. It's like they're creating a generation of tiny divers who expect everything to be handed to them on a silver platter. And let's not forget about the financial struggles that come with single motherhood. It's like being a magician, trying to make ends meet with no rabbit to pull out of a hat. The constant financial stress can make even the most optimistic single mother feel like she's living in a real-life version of the board game Monopoly, except there's no passing go and no $200. As you all know, I didn't cap. Here are some stats to back up my claims. Single motherhood has become increasingly common, yet research shows troubling consequences for child development. According to the US Census Bureau, over 2 million children in America live with their mother, but not their father. While single mothers work tirelessly to provide for their families, their circumstances correlate strongly with poor well-being outcomes in children. Children from single-parent homes face detrimental impacts across measures of health, development, success, and life satisfaction. Studies found they have higher rates of poverty, physical and mental health issues, educational underperformance, behavioral problems, criminal behavior, teen pregnancy, divorce and poverty in adulthood. On average, they score 4 to 7 percentile points lower on math and reading tests, report 10 to 15% lower life satisfaction, and have 44 to 100% higher odds of a childhood mental health condition. Boys raised by single mothers, especially, fare worse on important indicators. They have a 129% higher likelihood of imprisonment, often due to lack of positive male role models and lower expectations of competence or value placed on their potential. Daughters of single mothers have a 63% higher chance of teen pregnancy, potentially continuing cycles of struggle. These children also frequently report lack of joy or purpose, attributing unhappiness to single parenting and longing the influence of a father figure. Adult daughters of single mothers have a 2.5 times higher likelihood of divorcing and a higher chance of being single mothers themselves. On average, single-parent households have higher rates of child maltreatment, with an increased reporting and substantiation odds of 30 to 50%. This research very clearly shows that single motherhood correlates with a multitude of negative outcomes for children. Based on evaluation of evidence, the general conclusions stand against single motherhood as an ideal living environment for raising children. While single motherhood receives extensive research and media attention, single fatherhood constitutes an overlooked opportunity. According to the US Census, over 4 million children in America live with their father but not their mother. Despite facing discrimination and lack of support, single dads are raising happy, successful, and well-adjusted children. In fact, research shows impressive benefits of father-led households with measurable advantages for child health, development, success, and life satisfaction. In contrast to single mothers, single fathers create conditions for healthy development, though providing clear rules, reasonable limits, and appropriate consequences when necessary. Strict but nurturing discipline results in children with greater self-control, impulse management, and positive relationships. At the same time, single fathers encourage spontaneous joy, adventure, and risk-taking. By modeling a spirited, forward-looking approach to life themselves, they nurture renewal and progress, rather than compromise of well-being for momentary pleasure. Financial resources and stability also tend to prove advantageous, as single fathers are often highly motivated and work long hours to provide secure home environments for their children. That often without spousal income or benefits, they achieve remarkable success through determination, practicing a thrift, and making children's needs the top priorities. Statistics show single-father households correlate with lower poverty rates, many reporting far fewer economic hardships than purported feminist arguments against patriarchal power would suggest. Now let's take a look at single fathers' stats. Children of single fathers score 2 to 5 percentile points higher on math and reading comprehension tests compared to children from single mother households. Sons of single fathers report 24 to 50% higher life satisfaction and resilience in adulthood. Children of single fathers have 32 to 67% lower rates of poverty compared to children from single mother homes. Teen daughters from single father households have a 57 to 78% lower teen pregnancy rate. Boys raised by single fathers have a 47 to 84% lower likelihood of imprisonment compared to boys of single mothers. Children of single fathers have 28 to 53% lower odds of a childhood mental health condition diagnosis. Daughters value independence, resilience, and life skills higher when raised by single fathers. Qualitative studies show they feel empowered to pursue interests and achieve potential without stereotypical gender restrictions. Marital satisfaction and stability tend to be higher for women entering relationships/marriages with single fathers. Partners report greater equality, shared responsibilities, supportive co-parenting, and nurturing qualities as positive influences from father's parenting approach. Adult daughters of single fathers are 17 to 41% less likely to be divorced, suggesting stronger, healthy relationships and life partnerships. Single mothers versus single fathers. Who won this debate? That's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time, cheers.